Marriage, especially when viewed through the perspective of karma, holds profound spiritual significance. According to Buddhist teachings, our choices, particularly in relationships, are not driven solely by conscious desires or preferences. Instead, these decisions are deeply influenced by karmic forces, often tied to past life experiences, unresolved emotional debts, or lessons that have yet to be learned. Karma, as the law of cause and effect, plays a central role in shaping our spiritual journey within marriage. The connection we form with a partner, according to this view, is not just about companionship, but rather about triggering opportunities for growth and self-awareness. Karmic marriage suggests that the partner we marry is not a random choice, but a reflection of our past actions, intentions, and emotional patterns. These relationships offer a unique opportunity to work through unresolved issues that have carried over from previous lives. As such, marriage becomes more than a social contract or a bond of love. It is, in fact, a spiritual journey, often full of challenges and lessons. While love is frequently the driving force in relationships, in karmic marriages, love can sometimes be accompanied by the need to confront difficult truths about ourselves. Our spouse may serve as a mirror, reflecting aspects of ourselves we might not otherwise see, such as unresolved pain or emotional baggage. The karmic nature of marriage underscores the idea that our soul's journey is not bound by this lifetime alone. Our past actions, debts, and the lessons we still need to learn from previous lives continue to shape our current relationships. With this foundational understanding of karmic marriage, we can now explore how karma influences not just the partners we choose, but how it affects the nature of our connections. Karma and the attraction to a partner. Real-life examples of such karmic attractions abound. One woman, for instance, found herself repeatedly drawn to a man who seemed to trigger her deepest insecurities and fears. Despite the emotional chaos, she felt an unexplainable pull towards him. As their relationship unfolded, it became clear that the attraction stemmed from unresolved issues in her past, perhaps stemming from childhood or a past life. The relationship was difficult, yet it was exactly what she needed to face and heal the emotional wounds she had carried for years. This type of dynamic is common in karmic relationships, where the attraction feels magnetic, but the emotional experiences are often turbulent. The individual might feel stuck, like they cannot escape the pull, even though the relationship feels painful. Such relationships are often challenging, as they involve deep emotional work and growth. The emotional turbulence often feels like an inner battle, conflicted between the pain of unresolved issues and the pull of an intense connection. The beauty of karmic relationships lies in their ability to offer opportunities for healing and self-realization. The unresolved issues and karmic debts that draw two people together can, if addressed consciously, lead to profound transformation. This is why it's essential to engage with karmic relationships in a mindful way. Without conscious awareness, the relationship might continue to repeat old patterns. But when one or both individuals recognize the karmic nature of the bond, they can begin to work through their challenges with a new perspective. It is through this awakening that healing occurs, transforming both individuals in ways they might not have anticipated. In the grand scheme of things, karmic relationships are not about happiness in the conventional sense, but about understanding and spiritual evolution. By embracing the lessons that these connections offer, individuals have the opportunity to transcend the cycles of suffering and attachment that have been built up over lifetimes. However, this process requires both individuals to be open to change and to approach the relationship with an open heart and mind. Now, let's explore the deeper layers of why we are drawn to certain individuals and how this connection may be rooted in unresolved karma. Marriage as a reflection of unfinished work. Let's examine how these karmic connections unfold within the context of marriage and what they reveal about our unfinished emotional work. In the realm of human relationships, marriage is often seen as the ultimate expression of love and union, a coming together of two souls destined to share their lives. However, from a spiritual perspective, marriage can also serve as a mirror, reflecting unresolved emotional and spiritual work. Partners do not simply meet because of mutual affection, but often because they are drawn to one another to work through karmic debts, unresolved emotional issues, and lessons that remain incomplete from past lives. In a karmic relationship, these reflections often appear as recurring patterns. For example, a woman may find herself repeatedly attracting partners who are emotionally distant or unavailable. This pattern might cause her to question why she always seems to choose the wrong partner, even though she is looking for love. The answer lies in her unresolved emotional work. Perhaps, in a past life, she was the one who left someone heartbroken, or maybe, in her childhood, she experienced emotional neglect. These unresolved feelings manifest in her choice of partner, guiding her toward an opportunity for healing and growth. The role of marriage in spiritual growth is especially significant when viewed through the lens of karmic lessons. Marriage is often not just a partnership for companionship, but a spiritual tool for awakening. The challenges within a marriage, whether they manifest as emotional turbulence, misunderstandings, or conflicts, are the very experiences that provide the opportunity for growth. These challenges push us to confront parts of ourselves that we would otherwise ignore or avoid. In this sense, marriage becomes a spiritual practice, one that calls for self-awareness, introspection, and emotional maturity. Such examples demonstrate the importance of emotional growth in marriage. When two individuals come together, they bring with them their past experiences, both positive and negative. These experiences shape the way they perceive and respond to their partner. A marriage that is rooted in unresolved emotional issues is often fraught with challenges, but these challenges are not necessarily signs of a failing relationship. Instead, they are opportunities to work through deep-seated emotional pain and to heal the wounds that have been carried from past lives or past experiences. The importance of timing and readiness in karmic marriages. We'll now explore the role of timing in karmic marriages and how readiness can determine whether a marriage is successful or not. Timing plays a crucial role in any relationship, but in karmic marriages, it becomes even more important. Even when two people are karmically connected, it does not necessarily mean that they are ready to unite. Sometimes, one partner may still be evolving emotionally or spiritually, while the other may have already reached a place of readiness. This misalignment can cause challenges in the relationship, as one person may be prepared for the union, while the other is not. In karmic marriages, the connection between the two individuals often stems from past experiences or unresolved emotional work. However, the timing of when these individuals meet is critical. If both partners are not in the right emotional and spiritual space, the relationship can struggle. One partner may feel overwhelmed or trapped, while the other may feel unfulfilled, despite their deep connection. This misalignment of timing can make the relationship feel burdensome rather than liberating, which is often the purpose of karmic unions, to help both individuals grow and evolve spiritually. For example, consider a couple where one partner has experienced years of emotional neglect in their past relationships. They may enter the marriage with a deep sense of longing for love and validation. However, if the other partner has not yet worked through their own unresolved issues, they may struggle to offer the emotional support the first partner needs. The partner who has not done their emotional work might unintentionally trigger feelings of abandonment or inadequacy in the other, leading to emotional turmoil. This misalignment can create a cycle of frustration and pain that delays spiritual growth for both individuals. On the other hand, when both partners are emotionally and spiritually ready for the relationship, timing can work in their favor. They are able to support each other in their personal growth and help heal each other's wounds. The challenges they face together will become opportunities for growth, and they can navigate the difficulties of the relationship with understanding and compassion. In such cases, the timing of the union serves as a catalyst for both partners to confront their unfinished emotional work and resolve their karmic debts. The deeper purpose of marriage, awakening and liberation. Moreover, the act of letting go plays an equally important role in the liberation process. Letting go in this context does not refer to abandoning the marriage or the relationship, but rather to releasing attachment to specific outcomes, expectations, or past emotional patterns. When both partners are able to let go of the past and approach their union with openness and compassion, they create a space for true spiritual awakening. This letting go allows for the dissolution of ego, which can often be a major barrier to deep connection and growth. For instance, Consider a marriage in which one partner has spent years holding on to past betrayals. This emotional baggage can create a sense of disconnection, even when love exists. However, through forgiveness and the willingness to let go of past hurts, both partners can begin to heal and move toward a deeper understanding of themselves and each other. In such cases, the relationship becomes a vessel for liberation, where each partner's spiritual evolution is supported and nurtured by the other. Examples of marriages that have led to spiritual awakening are not always dramatic or filled with conflict. Some couples experience deep spiritual growth through calm, steady companionship. These relationships are often characterized by mutual respect, understanding, and a shared commitment to spiritual growth. Rather than focusing on personal gain or emotional fulfillment, these couples come together with the intent to support each other in their journey toward enlightenment. Their marriage becomes a sacred space where they can evolve, challenge each other, and become more conscious of their true selves. In conclusion, the deeper purpose of marriage is not simply about emotional fulfillment or companionship, but is a spiritual practice that leads to awakening and liberation. Through the process of forgiveness, letting go, and embracing the spiritual lessons that the relationship offers, couples can transform their union into a path of growth and enlightenment. It is through this spiritual journey that both partners can come to understand the true purpose of their connection, not as a way to complete each other, but as a means to help each other awaken to their fullest potential. Conclusion: embracing the spiritual lessons of marriage. As we've explored throughout this article, karmic marriages are not just about love or companionship. They are profound opportunities for spiritual awakening and growth. When two souls come together, it is often not by chance, but because they have unresolved lessons to learn from each other. By embracing these lessons, individuals can evolve spiritually, often uncovering deeper truths about themselves and their past lives. Approaching relationships with mindfulness and awareness is key to unlocking the potential for growth within a marriage. Each interaction, whether joyful or challenging, is an opportunity to learn and heal. Through the practice of forgiveness, letting go, and releasing attachment to past wounds, both partners can contribute to each other's spiritual liberation. This process of awakening is not always easy. It requires a willingness to face uncomfortable truths, confront old patterns, and allow the relationship to be a mirror for personal growth. In conclusion, marriage is not the end of a journey, but a pathway toward deeper understanding and spiritual awakening. By embracing the lessons that come with karmic unions and approaching relationships with openness and readiness, we can unlock the transformative power of love, not just as an emotion, but as a means to awaken to our truest selves. Let go of past expectations, embrace the present, and allow each relationship to guide you toward a more enlightened future.